In the heart of modern Jerusalem lies a world preserved in stone. Less than 1 square kilometer, yet home to over 3 millennia of faith, conflict, and coexistence. This is the old city of Jerusalem, a crossroads of empires, prophets, and prayers. To step through its gates is to walk through 3,000 years of human history. Here, sacred traditions of Judaism and Christianity and Islam overlap in ways no other city can match. But what exactly is the Old City, and why does it matter so deeply to so many? Welcome to the second episode of the Jerusalem series. For 4 weeks, we will explore the city that changed the world. Surrounded by walls built by Ottoman Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent in the 1500s, the Old City feels frozen in time. 8 gates punctuate the walls, each with a story. The Jaffa Gate welcomes travelers from the west. The Damascus Gate is the grand northern entrance, alive with markets and color. The Zion Gate leads toward Mount Zion, symbolizing faith and struggle. The Golden Gate, however, remains sealed. According to Jewish tradition, it will open only when the Messiah comes. For Muslims, the complete gate is called Bab al-Zahabi, which translates to Golden Gate, and is also known as the Gate of Eternal Life. Even its closed doors are filled with prophecy. Inside, the Old City is divided into 4 quarters, not by walls, but by centuries of community and faith. In the Jewish quarter, prayers rise at the Western Wall, the last surviving fragment of the Second Temple destroyed by Rome in 70 CE. Nearby, archaeological digs reveal ancient streets from the time of King Herod, where pilgrims once walked toward the Temple Mount. The Muslim quarter is the largest, alive with voices, bazaars, and scents of bread and spices. Above it towers the Dome of the Rock, its golden roof gleaming in the sun. To Muslims, it marks where the Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven during the night journey. In the Christian quarter, bells ring from the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, believed to be the site of Jesus' crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. And tucked quietly in the southwest lies the Armenian Quarter, the smallest but one of the oldest Christian communities on earth. For Jews, the Western Wall, or Kotel, is the holiest site where prayer is permitted. It once bordered the vast courtyard of the Second Temple, Judaism's most sacred structure. Each crack between the massive limestone blocks is filled with handwritten prayers, slipped in by millions of visitors each year. It's a place of tears, memory, and connection, where the Jewish diaspora feels closest to its ancient home. Every prayer that ends with the words "Next year in Jerusalem" points to this wall. Just above the Western Wall rises the Temple Mount, known in Arabic as Haram al-Sharif, the noble sanctuary. It's the most contested religious site on earth. For Muslims, it's the 3rd holiest site after Mecca and Medina, home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock, built in the late 7th century. Its gleaming dome marks the spot where the Prophet Muhammad was said to have ascended to heaven. For Jews, it is the site of the First and Second Temples, the center of ancient worship. No other place is so deeply intertwined with their spiritual identity. Because of its significance, tensions over who controls the Temple Mount have ignited countless conflicts, from medieval Crusades to modern political clashes. Yet despite the division, this shared reverence reveals a strange unity. All 3 Abrahamic faiths look to this small hill as sacred ground. Not far away stands another heart of faith, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Built over the site where Jesus is believed to have been crucified, buried, and resurrected, it has drawn pilgrims since the 4th century. 6 Christian groups, Greek Orthodox, Roman Catholic, Armenian, Coptic, Syrian, and Ethiopian, share this sacred space through a fragile agreement called the status quo. To prevent conflict, the key to the church has been held by a Muslim family since the 12th century, a remarkable symbol of coexistence. While the other quarters pulse with visitors, the Armenian Quarter remains quiet. Its people have lived here since the 4th century, making it the oldest continuous Armenian community outside Armenia itself. The heart of the quarter is the St. James Cathedral, filled with mosaics and ancient icons. Despite waves of conquest, Byzantine, Muslim, Crusader, Ottoman, the Armenians have maintained their language, faith, and culture within these walls. Beneath the old city lies a hidden world, a city below the city. Archaeologists have uncovered layers of civilizations stacked like pages in a history book. Canaanite tunnels, Israelite walls, Roman streets, Byzantine cisterns. The city of David, just outside the old city walls, reveals the earliest Jerusalem, dating back over 3,000 years. Visitors can walk through Hezekiah's tunnel, a waterway carved by hand to protect the city's supply during siege. Jerusalem's old city has lived under more rulers than perhaps any other place on earth. King David made it his capital around 1000 BCE. Solomon built the first temple, destroyed centuries later by the Babylonians. The Persians allowed the exiles to return and rebuild. Then came Alexander the Great, the Greeks, and later the Romans, who destroyed the Second Temple in 70 CE. Byzantine emperors filled the city with churches. The Muslim Caliph Umar entered peacefully in 638 CE, sanctifying the city in Islam. The Crusaders conquered it in 1099, killing thousands, only to lose it to Saladin in 1187. The Ottomans rebuilt its walls in the 1500s, and the British took it in 1917, ending centuries of Ottoman rule. Each era left layers of faith, architecture, and memory. After the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, the old city came under Jordanian control. Jewish residents were expelled, and the Western Wall was sealed off. For 19 years, Jews could not pray at their holiest site. Then, in 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel captured East Jerusalem, including the Old City. Since then, Israel has maintained control, though Palestinians also claim East Jerusalem as their future capital. Today, the Old City remains one of the most disputed pieces of land on Earth, sacred to billions, yet owned by none without controversy. It's not just a relic of the past, it's a living city, home to about 35,000 residents from all faiths. Here, faith and everyday life blend seamlessly. For visitors, the Old City is both sacred and human, a place where the divine meets the mundane. The Old City of Jerusalem is more than a cluster of holy sites. It's a symbol of faith, resilience, and conflict. Every year, millions come to touch its stones, pray at its shrines, and walk its ancient paths. For some, it's a reminder of God's promise. For others, of humanity's endless struggle for meaning and belonging. Jerusalem's old city is not large, yet it contains the weight of the world. Empires have risen and fallen around it, but it remains, enduring, sacred, alive. To walk its streets is to feel the pulse of three faiths and the heartbeat of human history. This is why the Old City of Jerusalem still matters, not just as a place of the past, but as a mirror of who we are and who we aspire to be. You've been watching the Jerusalem series. Journey with us next week, where we will explore one of its most sacred places, the Western Wall. If you found this insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us every Monday and Thursday as we uncover the hidden history behind the world's most fascinating places.